Can you guys hear me? It's working? No, I know that doesn't seem. He can, okay, there we go. No? There it is, there it is. Hello. So my name is Danielle Toyster, and I have the honor of helping to present graduation today. So officially, welcome to the graduation of Class 983. Thank you for all those that are attending today on the California campus. And also thank you to those attending virtually via the live stream. We are so grateful for all of your support and for choosing to celebrate today with us. And we have a lot to celebrate. So not only do we have 4 new amazing guide dog teams to celebrate, we also have 2 new breeder custodians and their breeder dogs, and we have 2 new Canine Buddy teams. Our dogs have different career paths, and all of them make a big impact on all the lives that they touch. So thank you for those that have helped make them reach their goal and celebrate them today. So first, our puppy raisers. Thank you for all your hard work that you have done to help raise these guys. Believe me, your hard work shows. As an instructor, I have been working at guide dogs for a little over 12 years now, and every time I pick up a new dog to train in formal guide work, your time and care really is evident. But not only that, it's the love that you've put into them. And I only work with them for 12 weeks. And after those 12 weeks, they have left a big imprint on my heart. So for you puppy raisers who raised these guys as little pups, I know they have left a big paw print on your heart. So thank you. Thank you for that gift. To our donors, we aren't able to do what we're doing here today without our donors. We receive no government funding, so all of the lifetime support is possible because of our amazing donors. So thank you for your financial support so that we can do our mission. And of course, to all of our volunteers and our employees, thank you for all you do to support our mission, whether that is working with the dogs directly, making sure all their physical and mental needs are met, or you're working in administration or working directly with the clients. Your help makes guide dogs for the blind. You are part of the magic of guide dogs. And with that, I want to share with you a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to the narrator, you will hear a second voice describing scenes in the video. Captions are also included. These inclusive features ensure everyone can access and enjoy the video. So I hope you enjoy.
International.
Hello, I'm Noah Wiley.
A mama nurses a litter.
There's a special magic about guide dogs for the blind.
Puppy bellies and wiggling tails.
Some might say it's the dogs.
Puppies squirm in a pile.
These courageous guides who change people's lives.
2 black puppies at a gate. Outside, a woman hugs her guide dog.
There's magic in the people, too.
A man walks with his dog. An older puppy licks a woman's cheek.
Like the volunteer puppy raisers.
Volunteers with puppies.
Who socialize and care for puppies in their homes.
Out walking in their neighborhood.
Encouraging them to explore new surroundings.
Riding the train.
And giving them love and guidance.
In the park.
To help prepare them to be a guide dog.
And in a group at the airport.
And, when it's time, part ways so that the puppy they have raised can go on to change someone's life.
A team on a city sidewalk.
When dogs return to our campuses, our world-class instructors work their magic to maximize each dog's potential to become highly skilled, smart, and loving companions.
Instructors with dogs.
Teaching each dog how to safely guide someone who is blind or visually impaired through the world. When they're at home,
Relaxing by a fireplace.
hiking,
On a forest trail.
visiting friends,
At a picnic table.
catching a plane,
Navigating baggage claim.
heading downtown,
In a city crosswalk.
across town,
Along a riverfront.
taking public transportation,
At a train station.
or heading to work.
Riding an escalator.
They will even disobey a command if it means keeping their handlers safe.
People with guides in their neighborhoods.
Those who are on the other end of the harness might say the magic is there, moving freely through the world with ease, confidence, and independence. Along the way, helping them develop new relationships, connect with new people, building stronger, more compassionate communities.
A group of people with their guide dogs in Chinatown.
We know there is magic in these partnerships.
A woman hugs her dog.
The bonds that are formed,
Another kisses her dog's head.
the places they
A
go,
group of people and guide dogs at the Golden Gate Bridge.
the dreams that come true.
A woman leads small boys on a walk with her dog.
It's in the care,
Playing in a yard.
the friendship,
A woman pets a dog.
the lifetime of love.
Lying in her lap.
It's the ability to live a fuller life without limits.
A woman scales an indoor climbing wall.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, you are part of an amazing community that works together to make these partnerships possible at no cost to our clients.
Vets give checkups.
A community that helps us care for the health of our dogs over their lifetime. A community that provides the necessary training to help prepare potential clients for the guide dog lifestyle.
Instructors with clients.
A community that gives children in our youth programs the opportunity to experience the magic of a guide dog, to see if having a dog may be right for them.
Children interact and play with dogs.
A community that makes dreams of inclusion, enhanced confidence,
Clients walk with dogs.
mobility, independence, and companionship come true.
A man with his dog on the beach.
That's the magic of Guide Dogs for the Blind.
Share an orange sunset.
And it's all because of you.
He hugs his dog. Blackout. Logos. Guide Dogs for the Blind and Guide Dogs for the Blind International. The light fades to black.
I think that's just such a lovely video and really captures how big our community is. So next up, I would like to introduce our instructional team. First off, we have senior instructor Mandy Jones, apprentice instructor Claire Lazito, and apprentice instructor Allison Hance. Darren Walsh was the class supervisor as well, but he was unfortunately unable to be here today. Also participating in this class were 2 first-year apprentices, Carlos Gutierrez and Megan Harris. As a part of their apprentice education, all apprentices complete a class immersion where they get to experience class from a student's perspective during the first week. Thank you. All right, and next I'm going to pass the mic over to Claire.
All right, good morning, or not good morning, good afternoon. So I will be starting our presentation with our new breeding stock dogs. So first we have Alaska, a female yellow Labrador retriever raised by Bailey Driver of Iola, Texas, Sandra Tepra of Iola, Texas, who is going to the new breeder custodians, Judy and Dick Peacock.
Hi, my name is Dick, and I really would like to thank Sandra and Darby and Bailey and Darren. Sorry. And they did such a great job with Alaska. Can you hear me? They did such a great job with Alaska that Sandra is picking up one of Alaska's one puppy tomorrow morning and taking him back to Texas to be the puppy raiser. So well done. Thank you.
We'll be excited to have Alaska pups in our club. So, Alaska was our second puppy. We got her during COVID, and we had a lot of bonding time during COVID. Since air travel was difficult to get puppies to Texas, Riley, over there, who is also in our club, and her mom drove from Texas to Albuquerque to pick up puppies for our club. When they drove through the night. They drove through the night and arrived about 5 a.m. And we met them with their load of puppies. And we met Alaska. She was white as snow, and Alaska, it was her name. We still had our puppy Renee at home because of COVID. We couldn't recall her. So Alaska and Renee hit it off and learned her commands. Renee taught her all she knows, and they loved cuddling and being sisters. Bailey and I had the privilege of raising Alaska together. She spent a lot of house behavior training with me, but a lot of school behavior with Bailey. And then we dropped Alaska off in November of 21, where she was selected with a breeder and placed with Dick and Judy, who we've had the privilege to get to know, and it has been a joy. So we're very excited. Oh, Bailey, sorry.
Hi, my name is Bailey Driver, and I was the other puppy raiser for her. And as soon as I saw the first picture of her, I knew I wanted the little white one. She's so bright white, and I was like, I want that one because she's different and she looks so cute, and she's a little butterball. And so our whole journey through high school and COVID and all that, it was such an adventure with her, and she was just such a bright light for everybody in the school. And I know going through COVID was really hard, and so she brought joy to me during that time and all the people in high school. It was just so amazing to have her with me, and I knew she would do great things. So yeah, that's all I have to say before I really start crying. Any of y'all know?
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right, next we will be presenting Valor, a male black Labrador retriever raised by Karen Rager of Irvine, California, Nami Hayashi of Irvine, California, going to breeder custodians Brienne Cook and Brent Clayton.
Hi, I'm Brienne. Brent and I have had the pleasure of having Valor in our house for the past 2 months. It's been a very easy transition thanks to all of the love and effort that Karen put into Valor. We're excited to be on this next phase of his journey through his breeding career with him.
Yeah, I'm Brent. I would just add, it's such an honor to be part of this program, and want to thank Karen for all the love and care she's put into Valor. I don't think it's really sunk into Valor that he's going to be, or I guess he is now, a proud father of 8 puppies. I've been telling him that he can't be chasing his tail anymore, but I'm sure he'll do fine in the next phase of his life, thanks to all the support that he's had so far. So thank you.
Valor is a very he's my first male puppy that I've raised. I've raised 7 puppies, and he's the first one to become a stud. Great sense of humor, his expressions on his face after he's emptied the toy box, I don't know how many times, and left everything all over the house, and when I give him a certain look, he is the only puppy I've ever had that I've never trained him to do this, that will take his toys and put them back. So he knows I'm having a bad day. But he is just, I'm going to raise one of his puppies from this litter, so I'm really excited to be a part of that. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, so that is it for our breeding stock dogs. So next we will move to our Canine Buddies. So the first Canine Buddy partnership we're going to be honoring is for Larry O'Dow of Fort Collins, Colorado. They received Gustine, a female yellow Labrador Retriever. They were raised by Samantha Teplitsky and Flora and Charlie Colvin of Berkeley, California, as well as Sarah Guthrie of Oakland, California. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here today, so I will be reading some notes that I received. So this is a note from Larry. Larry said, I didn't realize that I could love a dog as much as I love Gustine. I've had dogs in the past, but she is special. Gustine is patient beyond belief, enthusiastic, and loves everyone she meets. To the puppy raiser, you did a fantastic job with this dog. She's so smart. We showed her how to lie outside the kitchen the first day, and she still does it 6 months later. She's meant the world to us and has really changed our lives. And then we also have a picture up on our slideshow. And for the description, it says, Larry stands in a yard in front of a house holding female yellow lab Gustine's leash as she sits beside him. And then from the puppy raisers, they said, Gustine was a sweet, affectionate puppy who loved parading her bone around the house. We were lucky to have Gustine in our lives and wish her and Larry all the best together. And for that photo description, there are 2 images. The left image features Gustine, a female yellow Labrador, in a GDB puppy jacket on a beach in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. The right image shows Gustine seated with a wishbone-shaped bone in her mouth. And congratulations to that team. Our next team that we will be talking about is Nancy Richardson of Ventura, California, receiving Apollo, a male yellow Labrador Golden Retriever cross. Apollo was raised by Joey and Elizabeth Dickerson of Dallas, Texas. I will also be reading some notes from them. So Nancy says, I want to start by saying Apollo is the most amazing dog. Some of my favorite traits are that he is easygoing, loving, a snuggle bug, and he feels like a feather at the end of the leash when walking. He takes everything in stride, from being around horses, going to pet stores, and even having his own birthday lunch at Lazy Dog Cafe. It's just another ho-hum day to him. I want to express a special thank you to Apollo's puppy raisers, Billy Dickerson, his daughter Elizabeth, and their family for doing such a wonderful job with Apollo. He is so well trained, well behaved, and I have never heard him bark once. Apollo is very happy being a canine buddy. He is a perfect match for me. And we also have another photo. It says Nancy and her husband sit on a couch in their home with their pet dog and cat. Nancy is laughing with Apollo, a male Labrador Golden Retriever cross sitting at her feet on the floor. So congratulations to that team as well. Up next, we will be talking about our new guide dog teams, and Allie will be presenting them.
Hello, I have the honor of presenting our guide dog teams. Our first graduate today is Alfredo Abdo. Alfredo resides in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Alfredo is the president of the Blind Sports Association in Nova Scotia. He received his master's in business administration and he enjoys dancing. Alfredo is receiving his 5th guide dog dojo, a male yellow Labrador Retriever raised by Jerry Colvin of Carlton, Texas, Ryan Moore of San Antonio, Texas, Angelique Greger of College Station, Texas, and Riley Johnson of College Station, Texas.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much to all of you for being here in our graduation day. This is very important to us. Very important because today, as you know, this is my 5th dog. And this is going to be a new chapter in my life. I'm a senior now. I retired 2 years ago, and my life has been changed since my last guide dog. I ended very happy from this school, the guide dogs for the blind. And it's so important to me because in every day of my life has been doing a big change because I am a very independent person. Now, as a senior, I have more time for my new dog. I have more time to travel with him. I love going camping, and we are going to enjoy in the summer camps. He is going to go to a new country, Canada. He is going to learn to play with the snow. He's from California, you know, he doesn't know nothing about snow, but all my dogs, they were well trained and very enjoyable living with them. No complaints about it. I would like to thank everybody who participated, all of you that were helping me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for giving me a wonderful dog, because in our training I saw that we match very soon, and we are being bonding little by little, and before I go, I feel very happy. No complaints about it. And I am not going to I am not going to tell you names of the staff that they were participating in our life, in our training, in everything of his life and my life, because I don't want to miss any name. And everyone, they were so professional doing their jobs. I know there are many volunteers here. Many of them, I didn't meet them. And I would like to thank them. I would like to thank the trainers, the CEOs, even the banquets that we have in the kitchen, and the people from housekeeping. Oh my goodness, nothing better than that, to come after hard work every day and to find your bed nice and clean, everything smelling nice, and wow, this is guide dogs of the blind. Congratulations. It was a very, very, very privilegious to be here. Thank you for choosing me and for accepting me my admission that I tried for a long time. But I got the perfect dog. He's the dog that I was looking for. I know he is going to do his job. We have a lot of some months that we are going to practice working together, because he doesn't know nothing about Nova Scotia. He doesn't know nothing about the snow. He doesn't know nothing about the places where I want to go. I'm very proud to be a fourth-degree Knight of Columbus in the Catholic Church. Now I'm working in my free time, working for people who they are in need. And we are going to spend more time together trying to help others, because others, they were helping me. So thank you so much to all of you, and keep doing what you are doing. Thank you.
Let me get my thing on my phone real quick. Hi, I'm Riley, one of Doja's puppy raisers. First, I just wanted to say congratulations to the new team on their new partnership and their graduation together. And thank you to all the trainers here who have put their love and hard work into making Doge a guide dog. I'm just one of many individuals who had the pleasure of working with Doge, and am blessed to have raised him alongside my co-raiser, Angelique. Dojo, my co-raiser, and myself were encouraged and supported so fully by the College Station Club, and for that I am endlessly thankful. Dojo was raised on and loved by those around him, both two- and four-legged, and he made it pretty easy to do so. He receives love best in the form of belly rubs and being told that he's the best boy. Hold on, I don't want to cry. He gives love by always being near and showing off his full body wiggles when he greets you, even if you just left for 5 minutes to check the mail. I firmly believe that if your path crosses with Doja's, you should consider yourself lucky. I know that I do. I'm so excited to hear of many adventures that these two will be on going on together, and I wish them many wonderful years as a team.
Thank you.
Two of Dojo's Razors actually wrote some notes in. They were unable to join us in person today.
Hey.
But Carlos and Megan will be reading notes from Jerry and Angelique.
Oh.
So I will be reading from Jerry Colvin. So it says, Dear Alfredo, my name is Jerry Colvin, and I had the honor of raising Dojo for almost 6 months of his life alongside my friends in the Dallas, Texas Puppy Club. He was a cuddly, playful pup that loved to eat, and every eating experience was met with a cute twirling around while he was learning how to wait. He learned quickly to wait and was a hearty eater. When I began formally training him, he was very attentive because he loved the treats. Dojo loved to play, and it was one of my favorite times with him. Dojo was a super sleeper and learned to love the crate for downtimes as we spent more and more time in training. Dojo transitioned to a club in South Texas, and I followed him on social media, watching him grow into the handsome boy who will become your best friend. I know this because my own son is visually impaired and has a beautiful black lab named Foxy from this organization, and she has made a huge difference in my son's life. Godspeed to you and Dojo, and may every step you take with him be safe and wonderful new adventure.
Thank you.
And the images on the left features a young male yellow lab Dojo sitting with his green puppy jacket on. Right image shows puppy raisers Jerry Colvin and her husband outside an airport. Jerry is holding puppy Dojo in her arms.
Whoa.
I will be reading Angelique's. So the note says, Dojo is the most intelligent dog I know. I truly believe that he taught me just as much as I taught him, if not more. I was terrified of messing him up when my club leader and co-racers asked me to take him, even after many puppy sits with him and other puppies from the club. With Riley's help and Dojo's love for learning and people, I quickly realized how blessed I was to be a part of his journey. I miss him always, but knowing that he made it through the rigorous training to accomplish what he loves to do just gives me the motivation to do the same. I know Big Dodge, aka Big Man Dodge, it's in good hands. And then the photo description is puppy raiser Angelique smiling and kneeling next to male yellow lab Dojo. Dojo is wearing his guide dog puppy jacket.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Alfredo and Dojo.
Wow. This is the real macaw.
Our next graduate is Deborah Gabe. Debbie resides in Kailua, Hawaii. Debbie is a retired audiologist where she worked with mostly deaf babies and their parents. She also taught blind adults. Debbie's new job is watching her 10-month-old grandson. Debbie is receiving her first guide Parrot, a female yellow Labrador retriever raised by Michael Muchachito and Tammy Del Muchachito of Atascadero, California.
Why don't you sidestep towards my voice? Good job. Okay. I'm going to hand you the microphone, okay? Your shoulders look good. Oh, thanks. You can step.
Hi, everybody. So, okay, first of all, I was totally flabbergasted when GDB accepted me as a student a year ago because I'm in my 70s and I never had a guide dog before, and I thought, oh gosh, they're going to think I'm too old. But they accepted me. And then my next thought was, oh my gosh, I've been using my white cane for 30 years, and I'm afraid to use a guide dog and not use my cane because I'm going to bash my head on something. But anyway, so I was pretty scared, and I was very nervous the first week and a half I was here out of these 2 weeks. But I've calmed down a little bit, and still kind of nervous. Can't wait to get home. But anyway, but But I love Parrot, even though she's a little bit misbehaving today. She doesn't know what's going on. I want to thank first I want to thank Tammy. I don't know your last name, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Tammy's good.
Okay, who is Parrot's puppy raiser. She did a nice job. Parrot is really, really sweet, and she makes me feel better in the evening when I get back to my room after I made all these mistakes. I'm glad that Parrot is very sweet because she's going to meet my grandson, who's 10 months old, in about a week. Anyway, and I want to really thank my 3 instructors that I've had over the 2 weeks. Darren, who couldn't be here today, who really taught me all the stuff at the beginning and was wonderful and very patient with me, and Mandy, who stuck through it all thick and thin, and made me feel better when I would say right but point my hand to the left, and all of that. So anyway, thank you. I just want to agree with Alfredo in that housekeeping was wonderful, and the cooking staff in the kitchen was wonderful. I want their recipes. We all want to take the chefs and the cooks home with us, or we want to live here because the food is so good. I probably would have gained a lot of weight if I hadn't been walking around with this dog all day. Yeah, so hopefully you'll get to taste some of their food after this. But thank you to everybody at this organization. I'd heard from friends who have guide dogs from GDB back in Hawaii how wonderful all the staff here is, and they were absolutely right. And if I'm still standing upright, in 8 or 10 years when this dog retires, I will be back.
Okay. First, what a great honor to be with the team that is so dedicated on a mission to provide mobility, safety, confidence, and so much more for those in need of these dogs. My story begins with my son, Michael. He needed to fulfill his community service requirements, and I discovered we had Guide Dog Club in our community, in our hometown. And we love dogs, seems like a winning combination. We attended the first meeting, and a beautiful golden retriever puppy, Higgins, was placed in our laps. That brings me here today. I did not understand the full scope of the endeavor. However, over time, you begin to see that we all contribute in making a difference. Eventually, my son received a transfer puppy, Zelda. My son took that challenge and worked with her, and finally, stairs were not a challenge. We all were told stay where we are until further instruction. Needless to say, we all know that time was longer than we all expected. Zelda was career changed, and we adopted her. We came to campus to pick her up, and there's where the dots began to connect for me. Michael's schedule changed with college, work, and adulting. I continued to attend meetings and put my part into puppy sitting. Puppies were beginning to emerge, and that's where Parrot comes in, this lovely, sweet bundle of joy. I have to say, love at first sight. A puppy, as you all know, is a lot of work. In the beginning, Parrot was eager, responsive, smart, and full of energy. Often I thought she was bringing me along. Puppies are fun as well, and we had many fun times with hide and seek, the delight in her face when she found me. I could say kennel anywhere in the house, and she would go to her kennel and wait for her kibble. She discovered water out of the hose, was a lot of fun. We had many walks on the beach together. We were very active. Rainy day bus ride did not matter. Parrot was up for anything. Parrot is confident and always ready for a challenge. When encountering people, they often say, "What a beautiful, well-behaved dog. How could you give her up?" My response over time to this question that is often asked, I'm not giving her up. I'm a small part of her journey, her career journey, which is where we are today. Seeing Parrot in her beautiful harness, thank you to our club for providing that. This is what it's all about. And visiting with Julia is such a pleasure. This is a winning combination. Parrot will be the eyes for Julia, and Julia, I know, will provide the love for Parrot, and vice versa, I'm sure. And wow, Hawaii, these two, that's where they're going. Vacation spot. So, you know, there's so much. I loved his responses, and all of you are like terrific, really terrific. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Congratulations to Debbie and Parrot.
Oh boy, tear up. Okay, here we go. We got to go back. It's all new stuff.
Our next graduate is Christine Layton. Christine resides in Jacksonville, Florida. Christine works for an immigration law firm. During her free time, she enjoys arts and crafts. Christine is receiving her third guide dog, Glitz, a female black Labrador Retriever raised by Nancy Rivera Dormoy of Sonora, California.
Hello, I hope everyone's comfortable because I have a lot of notes. I'm just kidding, I can't read them. So this is Glitz, and because of her name, you know, with a name like that, you have to dress accordingly. So for those who can't see, I have a bit of a sparkly top, and she has little flowers with glitter and pink and blue rhinestones on her harness and her collar. So this is Glitz, and I was thinking just about the mark that the dogs I've had have made on my life. And I remember the first dog I had very vividly. I remember walking down the sidewalk with him the first time and just being able to enjoy the walk rather than wondering when I'm going to step off the sidewalk or need to move around a pole or adjust your line, which, you know, anyone who's walked with a cane, that's kind of how it is. Like, you're kind of always adjusting where you're going. And so I loved working with him. It was such a delight, and I was like, there's no going back, you know, once you've done that. And we went to college, you know, together. He got his degree with me. And and then we actually lived in Germany and England, and he just did remarkable things for a dog who was, you know, matched with me just to kind of live a pretty chill life. We lived in some pretty big cities, and anyway, he was wonderful. My second dog also brought a lot of joy into my life. She is retired now, she's at home right now. And we, again, you know, just so much freedom that she brought me. But also a few years ago, my husband and I experienced a pretty traumatic and unexpected loss. And in that time, like, she was a wonderful guide, but she was also really a comforting presence and just very faithful and always by my side. So, and now I have Glitz, and I'm really looking forward to working with her and gaining a lot of independence again because I've been waiting a while for her. So that's all.
Glitz's raiser, Nancy, was unable to join us in person today. However, we have a few notes from her, and Claire will be reading it.
All right, so the raiser notes. She says, I am so proud of Glitz. I call her Glitzy, which, side note, I also called her Glitzy when I was training her. And, of course, Christine heard that a lot during class. They said she was such a sweet puppy, always eager to please, and so smart. She loved playing in the snow with my other dog, Zaya, who's a career-changed pup. I am sure she will be a perfect guide and companion to Christine. And then we also have a photo which is very cute. It says, Glitz, a young female black lab trying on her new puppy jacket. Sitting on the floor on a round rug looking up at the camera. To the side of her is a new toy.
Congratulations to Christine and Glitz. Our next graduate is Patrick Turnage. Patrick resides in St. Augustine, Florida. Patrick works at the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind as an assistive technology specialist. Patrick enjoys reading and walking on the beach. Patrick is receiving his 5th guide dog, Davina, a female black Labrador Retriever raised by Bailey Driver of Iola, Texas, and Sandra Tapura of Iola, Texas.
Thanks, Allie. First, I want to thank Sandra and her husband and family, and really the entire College Station, Texas Puppy Club for raising Davina, and really like all the puppy clubs and the entire puppy raising community, because they really do incredible work. And I actually got to hold a puppy yesterday, so I still have a little puppy glow. So while I don't understand all the work that goes into raising one of these dogs as a puppy, I think I have a little glimpse as to why you guys do what you do. And we wouldn't be here, nobody would really be here without the volunteers that raise all of these puppies. And I'd like to thank our class instructors and guide dogs for just being here and believing in us, really, in this partnership. Today really isn't just about thanks, but it's about really the celebration of new relationships, and the new relationship that I have with Davina and my classmates have with their dogs, and that the classmates have with each other, and for some of us, a new relationship with our puppy raisers, our new puppy raisers, and how the relationships that we're building, some of us new relationships with guide dogs, and some of us reaffirming the relationships that we've had with guide dogs for decades. It's really about that. It's really about the relationship that we all have, and believing in an organization that isn't about profit, but about the power of partnerships and empowering people. And having that partnership with our dogs is just so valuable. So thank you to everyone at Guide Dogs who believes in that mission, because we wouldn't be here without them. So thank you.
Well, Bailey and I are really lucky today because we get to do 2 dogs. So I'm really excited for Patrick and Davina. Davina was the easy dog to raise. She was just a joy. So from the beginning, she started with qualities you hope in a puppy. She was calm and eager to learn and always wanting to please. We were sure we never even heard her bark. Even the first night, she never barked in her kennel, which usually the first night is pretty tough. So the hardest thing we had to do with her was figure out her name and remember her name, Davina. It often came out as Velveeta, Vienna, anything else. We were told that her name is a Gaelic name that means sweet Irish lady, and no other name would fit her. She is definitely sweet. She loves to work and enjoys their walks. So we live in a rural area, and she frequently came across birds, deer, and even an occasional armadillo when walking, but she would stay focused and keep moving forward. So she's very, she would always tell us when dinner time is. In the evenings, she's a cuddler, and in the evenings when we sat down for TV time or ready to do that, we could hardly sit down on the floor before she was trying to climb in our laps. So she loved to be with us. But from the very beginning, she always gravitated towards men. So if we had guests over or anybody in the room, she would politely just go over and sit by the man in the room. So we made that in her notes. So I'm very excited that she was matched with Patrick. I think it's a good fit. So we're ready to see their new adventures.
Well, my name's Bailey. Again, hi. Yeah, Sandra, you pretty much said everything that I was going to say. But I also had Davina while I was in high school, and I had a little more practice this go around. So I was really confident with training her and helping her get through everything, and she was so smart. And everything, every challenge that we had, she figured it out so fast, and she is the calmest puppy. I remember the first day we ever got her. She was 8 weeks old, and we rode back to Texas with her. So she was on a plane for that whole entire trip. She never made a noise. I almost forgot she was there because she was so quiet. She slept the entire time. But yeah, she's just an amazing bundle of joy to have around, and she loves to cuddle and just go anywhere and everywhere, and she loves her job. She loves to work, and I'm so grateful that I get to participate in this. It's just wonderful. I would have never thought I would have been here right now. It is just an awesome feeling, and I hope that y'all get to do amazing things together.
Congratulations to Patrick and Davina. And let's give another round of applause for the graduating class of California 983. I'm going to pass the microphone back over to Danielle, who's going to give us a brief demonstration of a training method that we use in training called back chaining.
Thank you, Allie. All right, so at Guide Dogs for the Blind, we like to use positive reinforcement training. So part of that is teaching the dog what a clicker is. So in a moment, you are going to actually hear a clicker being used. And a clicker is a marker tool, so we are able to mark the exact behavior we want repeated again in the future. And it's more precise than if we were just to use verbal marking alone. It's more consistent. It always has the same sound as well. So it just helps to improve communication between human and dog. So for clicker training, we begin by clicker loading the dog. 1, our dogs love to please. 2, they love food. So when we're clicker loading, it doesn't take them very long, under 5 minutes, probably under 2 minutes actually, before they start pairing that a click means food is coming. So once we've clicker loaded the dogs, they now understand click means food. They are now wise to the clicker, or clicker wise. Teach them most of the skills throughout the 12 weeks of formal guide work training and for obedience as well. And for instance, for curbs or elevation changes, we will use the clicker to mark the exact moment that the dog puts its paw, its front paws, on the up curb, detecting that elevation change. And what's so great about using positive reinforcement training is that once the dog puts its paw on that up curb, here's the click, you'll see a little tail wag. The dog will confidently look up at the trainer and later the client because it's eager to do the work. It's a happy worker. And that's what we are proud at Guide Dogs for the Blind, to put out happy, confident guide dogs. So positive reinforcement to the chain. So Marissa's going to get out her clicker. And then she's going to just let him know we're going to start the clicker game. And he's clicker wise, so he knows, okay, it's time to train right now. And she's doing a hand target. So the moment his nose touches her hand, then he gets a click and food reward for that. And then she can use that hand to place it on objects like this chair. And then he'll touch her hand again and get that click and food reward. And what that hand target is doing is creating a bridge for the dog to understand, okay, this object, this chair is what I want, that I need to be targeting. Then she takes a step back, so she's creating another link to that chain. And then he actually has to take a few steps to target that chair. And again, she's putting her fist and feeding him at that chair. And now he's being successful at that distance. You can actually see him starting to anticipate. That is exactly what we want him to do. He's anticipating. He's like, I know what you want me to do. I'm going to go right up to this chair for you. And now she's adding the Q word as well, because he's showing that he's successful at those other steps. So now she can add another step, which is now that Q word. And right? Because he's now made that connection. Oh, you don't want me to target your hand, you want me to target this chair. Now Marissa's gonna go all the way to the doors, and when she turns around, do you think Jim's gonna be able to locate the chair? I think so. Good boy, very good, Jim. And then, of course, if you're teaching something like a chair, you want to sit in that chair afterwards so that it makes sense to him. A chair can take many different shapes and forms, so he starts to generalize, oh, this is what chair means when she says chair. I'll find something for her to sit in. So the same thing could apply if you want to back chain something like an ATM machine in your home area or a push button for a crosswalk. This back chaining technique is how you can train that dog. And all of our clients in class get to learn this back chaining technique as well and get to go home with their clicker. Very good. Thank you so much, Marissa and Jim. So before I can conclude today for graduation, I just wanted to mention about an upcoming event. Next Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, July 15th, starting at 10 a.m., we have something called Fun Day. So please join us to celebrate our programs on the California campus. Again, thank you for joining us today, whether it's in person or virtually via live stream. And once again, congratulations to class 983. We wish you many years of success with your guide and safe travels when you go home. Remember that we are just a phone call away if you ever need us. Also, yes, if you are in, you can text graduation to 50155. And for viewers at home, we hope to see you here soon. Thank you very much. Now, for everybody that is on campus, please join us for some refreshments. It's off to my left. Also, the gift shop is still open. It's open until 3 p.m., so if you want to stop by and check out all of our apparel and little gifts, please do so there. And then if you're interested in learning anything more about our mission, please feel free to approach any one of our instructors here today, and we can answer all your questions. Thank you so much for coming today. And again, congratulations, class.